Hello and welcome to Channel Sport on Sunday. I am Ken Ochonogo, and I tell you, the Jollof Derby, the West African Derby, the Nigeria-Ghana, not 16, $12 million, man, because whoever picks that ticket to go to Qatar, I tell you, will have $12 million in this kitty, from FIFA. So we are saying, how do we allow Ghana? How do you think we're going to allow Ghana to go to the World Cup, the first ever Winter World Cup, where we are here? The first leg came in with all the intrigues, everything you can think of, but then Nigeria went there and survived. 25th we said, 25th going down. It is now time for us to go for 28, which is the next edition that was coming place on Tuesday, 28th, on the 29th. Okay, I have with me my guy. How are you?
Thanks, Ken, for having me. And as you said, for the first time, we will not be saying Ghana must go.
Yes.
Ghana must fall.
Ghana must fall. We will say Ghana must fall. We'll not say Ghana must go. But then, like we said, it is a derby. It is beyond all things that we can think of. When Nigeria plays Ghana, form is out of the window because, we've met them 27 times. And that 27 times, we've just won just about 12 times. So...
No, even 20. In Ghana, 26 times.
26 times.
And we won just once in Ghana.
Just once.
And then Kinisek could not do it. Oliseh in 2000 could not do it. We're always getting draws. And that was, in fact, the only team West Africa could not even beat in Africa.
That was the only team West Africa could not beat.
The worst of Ghana, we found them so difficult to beat. And that was why when the seeding came out, the prayer was, oh, Lord, put this Ghanaian cup over us. But now we have it, we have to take it.
I said, when this thing was on, I was saying, give us Algeria, give me Morocco, give me DR Congo, but don't give me Ghana. But then this Ghanaian team is beatable. This Ghanaian team, player for player, they are not as much as what we have here in Nigeria.
Yes, in the eternal words of late Coach Amadou Shoaib, we said the harder they come, the easier they fall. So, and that is it. Yes, we picked the valuable draw, though they will be at an advantage because the way Google still applies here. But again, you said it's more about the mental attitude of those players. And the Ghanaians, they see us as the big bully, our landmass, our population size, our achievement in contrast with, I think the only thing they've done ahead of us is getting independence before us. And again, they are really for AFCON title. They had the last one in 82.
Yeah.
So since then, we've had two and played several finals. So mentally, we have to be prepared, Ken.
All right, mentally, we have to be prepared. They like you said, they won 63, 65, 78, and 82. Those were the four. We won in 1980, 1994, and 2013. So how do we go? But let us see, joining us on this show, some of our colleagues who are going to join us to look at this Ghana-Nigeria. That is the major thing today. There are other sporting stories, but if they are ready, we can bring them in. We have Omar Katuba. Omar Katuba is right there in Germany, and then he is going to join the show. Sammy Wedena is in Port Harcourt, the king of the South, and these guys are coming in. Let us take it from. Let us start from Omar. Let us start from Omar. Omar is right there in Germany, and let Omar take us. Omar, how are you?
Good morning. Good afternoon. I'm very fine. Very glad to be on your show this Sunday afternoon. I'm in my car, but no problem.
No problem. Briefly, just let us have your take on the first leg of this encounter. As there were so much intrigues, the Ghanaians refused to release the list of their players. We got there and we saw the players jumping down from the plane instead of climbing down. And as if that was not enough, a lot of mind games. But how did the first leg go?
It was a brutally tough game. No surprises. Nigeria-Ghana is always that tough. When you look at the history of Nigeria versus Ghana, especially away from home, we always find it difficult in Ghana. And that is what we saw on Friday. The Ghanaians were solid, were compact. They made sure that the Nigerian team didn't do anything spectacular. The only chance we got fell off the boot of Victor Moses. I beg your pardon, Moses Simon. But he didn't do justice to that one. And that is, something that we need to work on. In a tough game like that, you've got to bury your chances because they don't come aplenty. But credit to the Nigerian team, away from home in such a difficult game, a draw isn't a bad result. But we must do better in the second leg because Ghana somehow may feel like they have an advantage because of the away goals rule. If they come to Nigeria and score, it will become much more difficult. But of course, if we score more than them, all of that would not matter. But in this kind of game, the small margins can determine who goes to the World Cup. So we must be extremely careful. I haven't seen what happened in the first leg where they didn't allow us to really express ourselves. Osimhen didn't get enough service. The midfielders had a tough battle with Thomas Partey and the likes. And generally, I think it was a balanced game. No team was better. And that exactly describes the rivalry between Nigeria and Ghana.
Okay, let us go to Port Harcourt. Sammy is waiting to join us. Hello, Sammy. We've just had Omar. Omar said it was balanced. Of course, we have that clear chance that came to Moses Simon at the tail end of that encounter. And Moses Simon, maybe he was in a hurry and shot that ball at the goalkeeper. Can you let us take the ratings? How do you rate the players? Taking in that first leg encounter, starting from the goalkeeper. People said Uzoho did very well in the absence of Okoye.
Yes, the goalkeeper, Uzoho Francis, was very good for Nigeria on the day. He made some very good saves for us, and I've heard many people describe him as a man of the match. I won't put that, I won't take that away from him. There was a long-range shot from outside the penalty area, which he was able to beat away for a corner, and on several other occasions, he didn't just make good saves, he was able to marshal his defense, and that takes me to the defense. William Troost Ekong and Leon Balogun, who were in the heart of that Nigeria defense, were very, very good on the day because I looked at the stats, not just the game, I looked at the stats after the game. The Ghanaians had more of the ball possession. You could say, yes, it was the same number of shots on target for the two sides, 2 shots apiece. But I think Ghana, with home advantage, with their players enjoying home comfort, with them knowing that the onus was on them since they were playing at home at the Baba Yara Stadium to get a victory, I think our defense actually came out with flying colors. And when you look at the goalkeeper and a defender or defenders before matches, they tell you their major aim is to keep a clean sheet. The goalkeeper kept a clean sheet. The defense, yes, they gave away some chances, which was always going to happen. You can't keep your concentration for 90 minutes. Doesn't matter who you are. But the fact that the Ghanaians, in such a cauldron of hate and noise, were not able to score, that means we have to give a pass mark to our goalkeeping department and then our defense. But then to our midfield, Omar touched on it. There was pretty much little service for Victor Osimhen. So that means the midfield really cannot be said to have performed above average because I think the Ghanaians were slightly better in the midfield position. I think they controlled that part of the game. And even our wingers, when our right and left backs, when they were able to venture forward, they didn't exactly get those quality deliveries in. We saw that in the first and in the second half. There was a great opportunity for Victor Osimhen. Midway into the first half, Zaidu Sanusi from the left-hand side, after a Ghanaian made a mistake, I expected him to put that ball on a plate for Victor Osimhen, but he didn't do that. And the kind of form that Victor Osimhen is in at this point in time, I don't think I'll be talking from a patriotic perspective if I say on current form, among the best 5 strikers in world football today.
Also contain 40,000 spectators. We have the detail that said about 70,000 cramped into that particular place, and then the atmosphere was that hostile for our own team. Playing in Abuja, what should we do? We've just had from the Ministry of Sport saying they are going to provide 100 buses, and if it is possible, we can get the routes. We can show you those routes. They are providing 100 buses free to transport our fans from every part of Abuja to the stadium. What should our fans do?
Yeah, Ken.
For those, okay, for those who are watching, those are the routes. That is where you can, yes, that is where you can board free buses provided by the Ministry of Sport that will take you straight to the stadium to go and watch the Super Eagles match. And I also heard that there is a philanthropist, one of the leading pillars of sport in Nigeria, has also bought 5,000 tickets that if you get to the stadium by 3 p.m., you are going to get free ticket to enter the stadium. That is, he is providing 5,000 tickets. He tweeted, I will able to get that Twitter and show it here. So there is a free bus for you, and if you get to the stadium before 3 p.m., there is a likelihood that you'll be among the 5,000 people that will get free ticket to go and watch the match. Okay, yeah.
I think it's a sign of the fading times. We played the Under-17 World Cup here. I have someone to get me the ticket by 12. He told me I dare not because the whole place was filled up here in Lagos. But again, we have to be very careful of something. Towns where we have federal capitals as administrative cities, we always have this problem of getting fans. It happens in Brazil, it happens in Colombia. So where the capital is a mere administrative, not commercial
like
city.
Washington City.
Yeah, like Washington, like Bogota in Colombia. They play more in Barranquilla because that is where, or Medellin, they get their fans. Now, the thing about the fans, because actually we need the fans more than anything that day. We need the energy from the fans. But the challenge I have is this. The average Nigerian fan is insatiable. But when you give them what they want, you get the support. And that is where the bitterness of this division in supporters club will likely affect us. Now, the challenge I put to you, Ken, is this. Someone is going to the stadium on the background of not having power supply in his place for the past 4 weeks. Someone is going to the stadium from the backlash of buying diesel at 720. Someone is going to the stadium from the backlash of getting energy at exorbitant cost. So, and you get there, you want your peace to be assailed by beautiful football. But this is Ghana. It might not come earlier, but the fans should stick with the Eagles. The fans should support the Eagles. Because, as I said, the fan that is coming, he has a lot of backlogs, and he wants the Eagles to lift his spirit. So the spirit, that fancy football might not come earlier, but the fans should remember something, stick with the Eagles. And I expect also, because most of the players will play in Abuja for the first time. So it's like home away from home. So I expect the handlers of the Eagles to take them through. Yes, Abuja is not like Lagos. Abuja is not Maracana, it's not Wembley, but take them to, this is Moshood Abiola Stadium. Tell them this is a man that drove Abiola babes to continental football competitions in Zambia. Tell them what Abiola did for sport, what Abiola meant for sport. So this is the memory the Eagles should carry, play with that memory, and give Nigerians the result that day.
Yes, that they should play with that mentality to say, yes, some persons have done that. Let me go back to Omar. Omar, a lot is at stake here. We are saying this match is a potential $12 million match. Winner goes home with $12 million. For the players, also opportunity for them to play, to sell themselves, and go to the World Cup. So a lot is at stake. But then we saw how the Ghanaian fans stood by the Ghanaian team throughout that match. What do you think the Eagles should do in order to win over? How can we talk to the fans for them to understand that, okay, I'm being told, Omar, calm down, that we want to go on a very short break. But when we come back, we are going to take this. Sammy also will come to you. Just stay tuned. This is Channel Sport on Sunday. Stay with us. We're going on a short break. We'll be right back. All right, Omar, we are back, and then and that was the question I asked you. The impact, $12 million impact. The players, what are they playing for, and stuff. And then also use that, while you are looking at this, to see how the players can appease the fans first in Abuja, and see the absence of Wilfred Ndidi right there. How did it affect the team in any way? We're talking about Etebo, Frank Onyeka, and the rest of them playing the defensive midfield role. How do you see that? Too many questions, but take it the way you want to take it.
I think that you have to give respect to the guys who played in the absence of Wilfred. Yeah. Innocent Bonke, Ogenekaro Etebo, Joe Aribo. I think that they did an okay job. They were playing together for the first time. We must not forget that. Innocent Bonke came on as a late replacement, even without being in the initial squad. And then he was thrown into the fray just like that. You must give him credit for covering himself in glory. But it must be said that to lose your most important midfielder must create some kind of unbalance. I think that it didn't affect us that much, but you would agree that if Wilfred was there, we would have played a better game in the midfield. It's like saying that not having Thomas Partey would not make any difference for Ghana. That is how important Wilfred Ndidi is for Nigeria. That being said, Nigeria is a country with so many quality players. That is why we always have arguments whenever our list is released. Good players not being invited because only 23 players or sometimes 25 players can be called upon. Yeah. That is why, for a country like Nigeria, you don't really feel the fact that the player is missing. But Wilfred Ndidi's quality is absolutely important and is a very special player. Now, going to the fans, I like what Okwe said. We need the fans to get behind the team from start to finish. This game against Ghana will be much more difficult even in Abuja. The pressure is on Nigeria, and that means so much. And they need the support of the fans to get going. They need the fans to keep singing, Izogbu, Izogbu, Hey. We need all those songs. Yeah. We need all those great moments. I remember watching football, of course, in Lagos. It can never be compared to any venue. You can imagine the noise from the vociferous crowd, how it inspired Dejo Okocha, Victor Ikpeba, and the likes back in the day. We need that energy in that stadium. Look at what the Ghanaians did at the Babayara Stadium in Kumasi. It's not like Ghanaians are even happy with their national team. They failed woefully at the AFCON. Yeah. That is enough reason for the fans to have said, we don't care. They are not a team to rely upon. But they came all out and we saw what that did. The Ghanaian team is very average. But you could see they were motivated. They were ready to die because they had more than 40,000 people cheering them on. And that is why I have tweeted, we must make the Abuja National Stadium or the MKO Abiola, Moshood Abiola Stadium a sea of green and white. We must shout down the Ghanaians and inspire our boys to deliver at all costs. And I think that will make a lot of difference in this game. And like you said, there is pride at stake. There is, of course, the World Cup ticket at stake. And then the $12 million.
That $12 million, yeah.
It means a lot to the NFF because the NFF is broke. Always going cap in hand, begging for funds. That money will be absolutely vital for whatever the NFF will do going forward. And above all, let's not forget the socio-economic rivalry between Nigeria and Ghana, the rivalry on entertainment front. Let's not forget all of that. Nigeria-Ghana is always competitive, whether it is football or not. So that is what goes into this one. And like Okpe said, a lot of Nigerians are going through a lot. There's so much challenges in Nigeria, socio-economic problems and what have you. But let's pull all that behind us, go all out and support the Eagles. Let's get to Qatar and we'll focus on all that afterwards.
All right, let me go to Sammy. Let me go to Sammy. I want to take Sammy to somewhere else. Sammy, we are midway in the league, halfway, and then we are in the mid-season, and it is looking good for Port Harcourt. What is your assessment of the first half of the league, and then how do you think the second half is going to pan out?
I will say I've never experienced anything that I've experienced this season in the history of Rivers United. And I will also make bold to say in the history of the Nigeria Professional Football League in recent years, what is playing out right now has not played out before. It's unheard of that the NPFL, which many will tell you is probably the most difficult league in the world because of the penchant of home teams usually getting 3 points at home and then struggling on the road. It's unheard of that a team plays 19 matches and they have lost just one. Factor in difficult trips away from home. Rivers United have been able to do that. They've lost only one game this season, and the log is up there on the screen. The team that is second on the table on the coattails of Rivers United, Plateau United, is the only team that Rivers United have lost to this season. And like I said, traditionally, Rivers United struggle in Aba when they play against Nigeria's most successful club, Enyimba International. But Rivers United went to Aba, didn't just outplay Enyimba, but they won that match by a goal to nil. Rivers United have never won a match at Kano Pillars, but Rivers United were able to do that. They've actually won 3 games away from home. And the Adokia Mesimaka Stadium, which is where Rivers United play their home matches, is now a fortress. Rivers United win practically every game they've played this season. Bar Plateau United, no club has been able to live with Rivers United this season. Like I said, an absolutely fantastic record. 19 matches played, just 1 defeat. That is championship form. I mean, you even struggle to get teams in Germany, in France, in England, wherever to record that kind of performance.
Even PSG.
I'm telling you, it's absolutely fantastic. And like I said, the Nigeria Professional Football League is a very difficult league.
Yeah.
You hardly find teams who don't travel by road. The landmass in Nigeria is quite huge. I mean, I've served as Director of Communications for Rivers United, obviously, for 5 years. So I understand how difficult the terrain is. A club plays a match on Sunday, and then 72 hours later from the south, they have to make a challenging road trip to, say, Maiduguri, for instance. What time do the players have to recuperate? What sort of conditions do they live under? So given the kind of unique conditions that players of Rivers United have had to soldier this season, it's absolutely unprecedented. 19 matches, 1 defeat. They are top of the table. Nobody can argue with that. What do I expect in the second half of the season? I mean, there is no gainsaying it, no price guessing. If Rivers United can replicate their performance in this first half, in the second half, everybody in Rivers State will be saying for the very first time, we're having Rivers United win the MPFL title. But can they replicate such form in the second half of the season? That's the million-dollar question. Because the Nigeria Professional Football League is a very unique competition. It's usually much more difficult in the second half of the season, where teams are desperate to avoid relegation, teams are desperate to finish in the continental places, teams are desperate to win the league title. You know, so lots of intrigues, intricacies, they come into play. But the Rivers United can actually hit 80% of the notes that they hit in the first half of the season. I can make bold to say that Rivers United will be champions of the MPFL this season, and it's going to be quite deserved.
Okay, yes, I want to stay with you. Okay, Omar, I want to chip in something. All right, Omar, go on, Omar.
Yeah, let me say that maybe we should give credit to my friend Chris Green for his magic touch, perhaps. Since he assumed the authority, Rivers United are now, dominating football in Nigeria. And let me quickly add to comment on what Sammy said about the Nigerian league being very difficult.
Yes.
I think that the Nigerian league is very difficult, not for footballing reasons. It is very difficult because life is difficult playing in Nigeria. He also touched on the difficulties in traveling from venue to venue.
Yes.
The very unbearable life
the
players in the league have to go through. I know a lot of players in the league. Of course, the payment is getting better, but can still never be compared to anywhere where serious football is played. All these are the factors that makes the league difficult. When players are not well remunerated, when clubs are not well organized, when logistics are haphazard and disorganized, you are going to have inconsistency. And that inconsistency, it is what you see on the field. That is why you say it is difficult. It is not difficult in terms of how difficult the game is. It is difficult because
how life is.
In the Nigerian Premier League and in the Nigerian scene generally. I'm very sorry, my friend Sammy.
I'm sorry. Before when it comes to me, I get what Omar is saying.
Yeah.
And I'll be hypocritical if I say he hasn't made very good points. I mean, the Nigerian clubs dominantly are not as well organized as I don't want to go to Europe, even as well as their counterparts in Northern Africa or Southern Africa.
Yeah.
Having said that, I mean, if anybody says the league is not competitive on the pitch for sporting reasons, no, that's not true. I've watched Nigeria Professional Football League matches, and I can tell you that there is some absolutely wonderful football on the pitch. Now, let me say this. The Nigeria Professional Football League is not on television. So it's difficult for the
average fan.
Yes. I'll take you back, very quickly. I'll take you back to what happened in 2017 when Enugu Rangers played some swashbuckling, wonderful, mind-blowing football to win the league. Rivers United finished second that season. I can tell you, just like it's happened seasons after that we saw some wonderful moments. I mentioned that season because the league was on television that year. There's a particular player who used to play for MFM that season. His name is Sikiru Olatuboso.
Olatuboso.
In heaven. CNN actually, kept relaying that goal.
It was goal of the week on CNN.
On CNN, yes.
Yes.
I know.
So, like I said, I watch matches in the MPFL every other week, and if Omar is saying there's no good football on the pitch, no, that's not true. But because the league is not on television, and that's a big question mark.
All right, Sammy, forgive Omar for that. Omar is just trying to say, okay, fine that. When you also alluded to it. You said when you travel 72 hours on the road without resting, Omar is saying the same thing. Okay, Omar, let me massage.
Good football anymore.
Yes.
But that being said, I agree with Sammy. There are so many quality players in the league, but that to get the best out of a quality player, you need all of these surrounding.
You need all the rest and everything.
You need the right environment, you need the right training facility, you need the right proper remuneration. And that is why you see players who go to Europe come back refined. Not because they become more talented the moment they go to Europe, but they become better footballers. They become refined because they are exposed to
the
modern
system.
training facilities, modern coaching, better life. Look at Stephen Ode. I was with Stephen Ode 2 days ago in Randers in Denmark. Physically, the big difference between the Stephen Ode that was playing in the league and the one in Europe, it's because of nutrition. He eats better
fertilizer.
He better food. It's obvious. You could see the difference. I saw a video of Stephen in the MPFL. He looked very hungry.
For success. Hungry for success.
Sammy, wait. Don't worry. Just leave Omar out of this. Today is your day. Leave him. Sammy, University of Port Harcourt and Nuga champions, for the fourth time in a row, 5 wins in six games. What is the magic? What is the magic behind this? And that is another. River State is on top. Just leave Omar. Just know that. I mean, we've talked about Rivers United. We're talking about University of Port Harcourt. Nuga Games champion, right here in Lagos. 61 gold medals.
The last time we beat Ghana to qualify for the World Cup was in Port Harcourt.
What in Port Harcourt?
So, Rivers Day.
Sammy, let's hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me, Ken?
Yes. You are very clear. You are clear.
Okay, I can't leave Omar alone because he's my friend. Okay, but on a very serious note, we have to say credit to the University of Port Harcourt. University of Port Harcourt has actually been on the forefront when it comes to producing talent from a tertiary institution perspective, generally when you talk about Nigerian sports. And just as we talked about Barrister Christopher Green, who is the Supreme of Rivers United, waving his magic wand. I always say Barrister Chris Green knows all the tricks in the book, or no, he doesn't know all the tricks in the book. He actually wrote the book himself. You can actually like him. Yeah, you can actually liken Barrister Chris Green to my very good friend, Professor Ken Anugweje. I think words are not enough to actually give plaudits to Ken Anugweje as far as what he has done at the University of Port Harcourt, ensuring that they are at the forefront, not just as far as the Nuga is concerned, but also as far as the West Africa University game, WAU is concerned. A couple of years ago, I was at the University of Port Harcourt. I was the official master of ceremonies when the University of Port Harcourt hosted the rest of the continent for the West Africa University Games. And the University of Port Harcourt emerged as number one on the African continent. So we have to say credit to Professor Ken Anugweje. He ensures that everything goes according to script. Quick mention to the High Performance Center at the University of Port Harcourt. It doesn't just pull athletes from a Nigerian university perspective, but actually grooms athletes that represent Nigeria at global tournaments, including the Olympic Games. Some of the athletes that represented Nigeria at the Olympic Games in 2020 in Tokyo, Japan, actually trained at the High Performance Center at the University of Port Harcourt. And of course, this is the brainchild, the pet project of Professor Ken Anugweje. This is a man who I say without any fear of favor, any fear of contradiction, deserves a national award for the sort of services that he has given, not just to the University of Port Harcourt, but to Nigeria and African sports. And I'm proud to be a Rivers man. And I say, long may it continue that the University of Port Harcourt continues to be the leader of sports on the continent.
Okay, okay, you guys, let us also now try and see if we can open the lines to join, or let the fans join the show. The lines will be open. You guys are Oma is there in Hanover. Sam is in Port Harcourt. We're in the studio here. You can join us.
I'm enjoying myself.
Nigeria is taking on Ghana. It is called the Jollof Derby. Oma, have you ever tested the Ghana Jollof? I don't understand. Somebody said it's the Senegalese Jollof that is even better, but it had to be Nigeria versus Ghana Jollof. Have you ever tested the Ghana Jollof?
Of course, I've been to Ghana many times. I have a very good connection with Ghana. My dad had a wife who is Ghanaian.
Okay, so you have some Ghanaian. You have some Ghanaian brothers.
Of course, I have a Ghanaian brother. So that said, I've eaten the Ghanaian jollof many times, but at every point I ate it, I had to add the Nigerian pepper to make it delicious. So without Nigeria, there's no Ghana. That's
you have to spice. You spice it up.
Yes, with the Nigerian pepper. So
yes,
the Nigerian jollof is everything. The Ghanaian jollof becomes complete with Nigerian pepper.
So we pepper them.
Okay. So how are we going to spice it up in Abuja? Let us have your lineup. If you are supposed to be a Guavon, I will also ask Sammy later. I mean, how are you going to tinker the team based on the first leg? And then they would have had about 2 or 3 days to train before Tuesday, the 29th.
Yes.
So how would you? What changes will you make?
Thank you for this very good question. I'm not a coach, but of course I understand football to the best of my knowledge. When you play a two-legged affair like this one, after the first leg, you definitely want to bring some changes. You look at the game, do post-mortem, analyze it with your technical team, and make some changes because this is the last chance. I would first and foremost take out Samuel Chukwueze. It looks like he's not fit, so that is a problem that I've solved itself already, I hope. It looks like he's injured. I saw him, struggling in the first game. I'll take out Samuel Chukwueze. I'll put in Emmanuel Dennis in his place.
Hold it. Oma, hold it. Right. Let us hear from some of the fans. They are calling. Let's listen to them. Hello, Baba Tunde. Right. How are you? Hello, Tunde. Are you still there?
Yes. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Tunde.
How are you?
Fine. Go on.
The match on Tuesday needs to be won by the 12th player, which is the supporters club.
Okay.
The honorable minister should make sure that they organize that the whole Abuja should know that there is a match taking place on that particular day. If it is possible, the church of the whole stadium should be filled by 2 p.m. By 2 p.m. so that the Ghanaians will know what is really happening. And let the Nigerian Supporters Club be on their best. It should be a miracle working God. From the beginning to the end, the Ghanaians should not be giving anybody space. I predicted 3-0 on that particular day. One goal from Osime, Igalo will come and score, and I see a very good goal coming from that young man, that new guy. That is talking about Dennis. Okay. Eagles must be they must be the star. The star must be big. Nothing like the Ghana Jollof. The Eagles must shine. It's Ponyachuku no Gaza. That should be the end of the Ponyachuku no Gaza. That's what we should speak at the end of the day.
Thank you, Tunde. Oma, you heard him. He said, it's going to be Kwaya Choko. Well, call on to the Lord, and he will answer us on Tuesday, the 29th of March. Okay, you said take out Chukwueze. So, and then let's go on.
I'm going to do a 4-4-2 formation.
I thought you were going for 3-5-2. I thought we were going for 3-5-2.
I'm changing my mind, not as confused as it was.
You wanted to strike.
Well.
Yeah. Go on.
So, okay, I'm torn between a 3-5-2 and a 4-4-2.
Okay.
But for now, let me go with a 4-4-2.
Yeah.
For solidity at the back. Sometimes they say 3-5-2. Yes, it might look fragile, but can be solid as well. But I'll go with a 4-4-2 formation of Leon Balogun, Truth Ekong, Olaino, and Zaidu Sanusi, and of course Joe Aribo, Ogenekaro Etebo to start. Ogenekaro Etebo, Joe Aribo, Frank Onyeka, and Innocent Bonke. And of course, no, this is absolute confusing. I'm going to do a 3-5-2. I beg your pardon. I'm going to do a 3-5-2. My 3-5-2 will be Leon Balogun, Kenneth Omero, and Truce Ekong at the back.
Yes.
And then the 5 in the midfield, you're going to have Dennis on the right side.
Yeah.
Aruna Lukman, what's his name? Lukman.
Ademola Lukman.
Ademola Lukman on the left side. And of course, the 3 midfielders of Etebo, Bonke, and Aribo. So going forward, you have Victor Osimhen and what do you call him? Sadiq Umar. Sadiq Umar because of his height, because of his style. Sadiq is very crafty. Sadiq is a kind of guy that can navigate his way through difficult corners. That's something he has that Osimhen and Igalo does not have. He's creative. He can dribble. And that is something you need against opponent like Ghana. Look at what Kudus, the highest player, did against Nigeria.
Yes.
He was crafty. He was difficult to handle. And he almost caused some stir in the Nigerian, area. We need such a creative player, a player with such craft and guile. Sadiq gives you that. And when you have a Sadiq like that, you can have an Osimhen feeding off the loose balls. And bro, if we go on that way with so much determination, Ghana will be in trouble.
Let's have Ola face on the line. Hello.
Okatuba, are you a coach?
Yeah.
What can't you let us leave it for Eguavon to do the work?
Oh, we are suggesting. We are suggesting.
Fine. Thank you very much. I so appreciate you. I told you, let this program be 2 hours. I really enjoyed this program today because the analysis of Sam and the Akatuba, very fantastic. That's number 1. Number 2, I really like what the Eguavon done first match. He made changes. The changes he's made, very fantastic. If you watch that match, he made the changes and a very fantastic change. And I believe the next match, they will take like 4 or 5. Why? The problem of our defender is perfect. And I want Osimhen to play with Whistle. Referee Whistle. Don't relax. Play with Whistle. That's the only thing I see there. I'm so appreciate you today for this program today. Please, tell your
thank you very much.
Let us go for 2 hours. Please.
Okay. All right. We want to go on a very, very short. We want to go on a very short break. When we come back, Sammy, the question will be for you. Right now, Italy back-to-back out of the World Cup. 19 teams has qualified. Let us look at the other qualifiers when we return. Stay with us. It is Channel Sport on Sunday.
Recovery session, return from Kumasi. What's the state of things with the players and the team right now?
In high spirit. I think we're halfway through, more than halfway through, and the boys, they know it. I had a word with them a while ago. I doffed my hat for them. I continue to do that because they were resilient and they worked hard in such an atmosphere. So I think it was a fair result. It was a very good result, that we got. Not fair, very good result. But now some players didn't get involved now because 1 or 2 had a knock yesterday. And recovery training, people that played 90, 94 minutes, usually will do just a little bit and then rest. People who didn't play up to 70 minutes will do more. And that's exactly what we just did. Like a few of them that had knocks, like Chukwueze, we just want to rest him, a complete rest, and then he can probably resume tomorrow.
And we're counting down to Tuesday.
No, we have to take the game to Ghana. We tried to take it to them yesterday. They were also very tough at the back, especially defense led by Amate. It was good. Amate was good, I can tell you. Keeper was good as well. But we had 2, 3 clear-cut chances we should have buried. But we're just not calm enough in the box. But we'll try to work on how we will try to give those final balls to our attackers to have easy passage to go.
Thank you very much, Coach. All the best, Coach.
Okay, you're welcome back. Where you just had the coach there.
Yes, and also our alternate coach Omar, who was thinking the thinker man between 3-5-2 and 4-4-2. Yeah. So the attack line, where I will have divergent view with him is if Osimhen is starting, pair him with Igalo, who is more experienced. If Sadiq will come in, it should be Sadiq and Igalo. I will not play Sadiq and Osimhen.
Why?
Yes. Sadiq can open up spaces for you.
Yes.
Igalo, Osimhen can take advantage of those spaces here and there, like the Fox. But the challenge is this: we have two not vastly experienced players. Okay. So where there is a lock-up, if you mean like the Italian defense, where there is a lock, where the BBCs, your game is as good as dead. And the Ghanaians, you have what Igalo said about Mate. So that's why I will go with Igalo, Osimhen, or when Osimhen is pulled out for whatever tactical reason, go with Igalo, Sadiq. The Ghanaians will not escape that.
All right, we have Kelly on the line, calling us from right from the USA. Hello, Kelly.
Hey, good morning, Ken.
Good morning, Kelly. How are you?
I'm okay. I love your program. The program is so interesting.
Thank you.
I know Nigeria is going to beat Ghana by the grace of God.
Oh, we hope so.
I just think they should give more room to have more supporters club there. More room for supporters club because the boys, their spirit needs to be very high.
Yeah.
Mind you, it's very difficult to fight losers. We saw what happened to Ghana in the Nations Cup. So they want to do everything possible to stop Nigeria. But I think they are too small. So we just have to make sure the boys are motivated and they have all the necessary support.
Okay.
Then one more time, Ken, you are really doing a good job. We love the program here in America.
Thank you very much. Our American fans, keep on watching. I will keep on doing our best. All right, let's go to Port Harcourt. Sammy is there. Sammy, we have 19 teams, 19 countries have qualified already. 19 countries are there, and I hope Nigeria will be among them. We have Qatar, we have Germany, Denmark, Brazil, France, Belgium, Croatia, Spain, Serbia, England, Switzerland, Netherlands, Argentina, Iran, South Korea, Japan, Saudi Arabia, Ecuador, and Uruguay. We have 19 teams already. Italy is not there, Sammy. Look well, you won't see Italy. They were not there in 2018.
European champions?
They are not there. European champions, somebody just said, and they are not there. Some people say the coach is bad. Was the coach bad? He was bad. He was good in Europe and bad in World Qualifier. What is your take on this? Will Nigeria be the number 20, the 20th team to join them?
No disrespect to anybody, but anybody who says Roberto Mancini is not a good coach doesn't know anything about football. Roberto Mancini won the Premier League title with Manchester City under very dramatic circumstances. When Sir Alex Ferguson was still manager of Manchester United, it's not an easy thing to do. And then just a few months ago, UEFA Euro 2020, Italy won the European Football Championships under the tutelage of Roberto Mancini. The reason why Italy did not qualify for the World Cup is pretty simple. The Italian league is no longer what it used to be. There is a lot of quote-unquote mediocrity in Serie A compared to what it used to be in the past. And they don't have very, very good strikers like they used to in the past, when they had players like Christian Vieri, when they had players like Filippo Inzaghi. You can go on and on. They don't have strikers of that ilk. Against North Macedonia in Sicily, they had chance after chance after chance. They didn't take those opportunities because they don't have in the ilk of those great Italian strikers of the past. And I think basically that's one of the reasons why they failed to win that game against North Macedonia. So I think the Italians will have to, I hate to use that phrase, but they have to go back to the drawing board and take a drastic look at what goes down in Serie A. Who are the quality of the players, the sort of players that play in Serie A, especially from an attacking perspective? and let them look generally at the overall quality of Serie A, and I think they will do better.
Okay, Omar, your take on this. I mean, you had Sammy. So bad. The last time I saw that anger was when North Korea knocked them out of the World Cup. Yep. What is happening to Italy?
South Korea.
Was that Korea? South Korea. South Korea knocked them out. South Korea.
2002.
Okay, yeah. When they hosted. Omar, your take on this?
It's a reflection of the collapse of football in Italy, what we have seen. I agree with Sammy when he said that Italy cannot boast of quality strikers anymore. That is also why they called a Balotelli back to the national team. A Balotelli should not go anywhere near the Italian national team anymore.
Exactly.
But because they lack quality. The fact that they called Balotelli says to you how laughable football is in Italy generally. I was shocked. And I was like, what's happening here? Balotelli back to the Italian national team. And generally, you want to feel that the Italian football generally is not in the right shape or form. And winning the Euros was kind of a deception. And you look at the best player of their team at the Euros, it was a midfielder. And that is the guy playing for Chelsea.
And he caused the World Cup, losing 2 penalties.
Exactly. That says a lot about the quality of Italian national, or the quality of players they have currently in their national team. I think you have a caller from the USA.
Yes, let's take Kingsley. Hello, Kingsley.
Hi, good morning, Ken. How you doing?
We're fine, Kingsley. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
How is Texas?
Yeah, Texas is good. Thank you so much, Ken. I really appreciate your yeah. Ken, I have a lot of. Can you hear me?
Yeah, very clear.
Yeah, okay. I have a lot of Ghanaian friends. Yeah, a lot of Ghanaian friends right here in America with me.
Yeah.
So I know by the grace of God we're going to beat Ghana, but my concern about this game is if we can have a coach that can read the game very, very well. You see, the last time we played Tunisia in the Cup of Nations, they noticed that we play from the wing.
Yeah.
And they cut off us from the wing. So I'm praying that God wants you to read the match very well and see if we can have a player that plays probably from the midfield that can change the game for us. Because Ghana, they know that we play from the wing. So now they're going to focus on the wing. So if Ecuador can have a player that can change the game probably from the midfield, so not play from the wing, that was going to be a plus for us. So I'm just praying for the coach that can read the match for us, so we can have 3 points and go to Qatar 2023.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Kingsley. And let's hope the coach that took us through the group stages of the AFCON. And let's hope that
against Tunisia, he made changes. Iwobi came in and got a card. And Sir Alex will always tell you 3 things that you wish away: cards, suspension, and injuries. So the coach would not have done more. He made the necessary tactical change, and it was unfortunate that he will be able to pick up the red card.
Omar, you had him. You had Kingsley, you had him. There is this history. Omar is talking about a red card. There is this story of Jose Mourinho saying the same Balotelli that he begged him in at halftime. Balotelli, he took the whole time to halftime to talk to him. Please, you are going in there. Don't do this. Balotelli went there and got
2 minutes.
Under 2 minutes, Balotelli was out. As a coach, as a coach,
football is a. Okay, go on. I'm listening.
Go on. No, go on. I'm saying, go on. What would you do as a coach?
Football is a team game.
Yeah.
And if you have people who are not team players, you don't need them in your team. And that's what Balotelli is. He's not a team player. Balotelli should be playing tennis or box. He should be a boxer.
Yeah. Sammy, there are players like that, but a lot of them, they have this precocious talent that the coach... Okay, I think we have Gabriel. Gabriel is reaching us from Lagos here. Hello, Gabriel. Oh, no, I think we've lost the call. Gabriel, please, you can still call back. Sammy, I was talking about players who are that stubborn. We call them the enfant terrible in Nigeria. We have we had Etimes in here. We had Tarala Okoro-Mata. We have even the great Romario, who held the Brazil team down when they go for World Cup. How do coaches handle such players to get the result, the best out of them? Sammy,
I'll use the Mario Balotelli and Roberto Mancini incident.
Yes.
Ordinarily, you wouldn't see Mario Balotelli in 2022 playing for Italy. Exactly. But he's back in the national team because Balotelli, has a father-son relationship with Roberto.
Yes.
Now, remember, at the European Football Championships in 2008, Italy got to the final where they were beaten 4-0 by Spain. Yeah. Mario Balotelli, a monster of a tournament that year. You know, there's this saying that geniuses are flawed characters. Look, it's not just Mario Balotelli, it's not just Etimes. There are a lot of very talented, precociously and prodigiously talented footballers who are notoriously difficult to handle. And that's where tact, that is where diplomacy, that is where experience, that is where the quality of a good manager comes into play. Mario Balotelli, for all of his talent, for all of the criticism that we've leveled at his doorstep, was fantastic for the Italian national team in 2008. And we talked about the Aguero moment when Manchester City won the Premier League title. It was Mario Balotelli who got the assist to Sergio Aguero to put the ball in the back of the net. Yeah. Yes, it's not just a Mario Balotelli situation. It's all about those sort of players who you know can help the team, but you know that as human beings, they may have some question marks on them. It's now down to the manager. You study the strengths and weaknesses of these players and try to manage them as effectively as you can.
Okay, let's go to Benway because Benjamin has joined us here. Hello, yes. Benjamin.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Benjamin. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah.
Nice to be on this program. You guys will keep it up. You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
I want to comment briefly on the state of the national team. Nigeria needs to beat Ghana. There's a lot at stake here.
Yeah.
We have what it takes. This is a golden generation. And we have all it takes. All the players are on top flight in their leagues, various leagues, and they're doing well. We are at a very advantageous position to beat Ghana. So what Eguavon needs to do as a coach, I think he needs to do a little change. I think people like Igalo needs to come in to assist in the striking line. And then the midfield, the ball, the first half, the midfield was lacking. And then you discover that the midfield was porous. But the second half, when he made the changes, they played better towards the end of the game. So I think he needs to do something at the midfield, and then Sadiq needs to come in, and then Igalo needs to come in to assist Osimhen. Osimhen was not having supply. He was just there running up and down after the defenders, which was not good enough. If the midfield was classic, he would have done something different. So that's my take.
All right. Okay, gentlemen, I think our last, as we are going, I want us to talk to the fans. Like from the first call, I said they are the 12th. Let me start with Sammy. Sammy, talk to the fans, please. Let us talk to the fans who are going to Abuja Stadium on Tuesday. What should they do? No matter if the goal does not come till the 89th minute, what should they be doing? Please, let's start with Sammy.
The first thing I'm going to say is this.
Yes.
When Nigeria plays against Ghana, form goes out of the window. Yes. It is a game of passion. It doesn't matter how badly Ghana have been playing. Yes. We saw how badly they played at the Nations Cup. They were one of the worst teams at the Nations Cup. But against Nigeria, they raised their game. The Babayara Stadium is a 40,000 capacity stadium. Hours before that match, tickets were absolutely sold out. There were more than 40,000 fans.
There were about 70,000.
I can tell you, and see, the average Nigerian will tell you that the Nigerian jollof is sweeter than the Ghana jollof. They're not just talking about jollof right here. Yes. The average Nigerian believes that he's better than the average Ghanaian. So I want to say to listening to me right now, we saw the atmosphere at the Babayara Stadium. Take this to the bank. If that stadium was not as filled as it was, Ghana no fit get draw with Nigeria. We go beat Ghana for that place. I know what they talk.
All right.
Fans,
okay, let's go to
behind their
team. Oma, your take. We are going.
Okay, let's just keep singing. We need to keep singing till we win the game. We have no choice. Even if they score, we need to keep singing. We need to get behind the guys, turn that stadium to a sea of green and white, and just completely run down the Ghanaian team and give the boys all the needed inspiration, encouragement, and don't forget to clear the road for Super Eagles.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay, fun will be out of the windows, but the songs will be evergreen. So the songs need to be there. I will get the early goal. I will get the goal like 16 minutes to go. So 2-0 to Nigeria Super Eagles.
All right. You've had them. I have great colleagues here. Sam in Port Harcourt, Oma in Hanover, Okpe here in the studio. We are all saying Super Eagles, Nigeria fans, gave us this day. I'm Ken Ochonogo. Have a blessed Sunday.